Ross Valory and Steve Smith have been fired from Journey. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. Well, that's according to court documents filed in California this morning. Why they were fired? Well, according to Jonathan Cain and Neil Sean, they were trying to take over the Journey company or the Journey name to get more pay. And the lawsuit says, on behalf of guitarist Neil Sean and keyboardist Jonathan Cain, the claim is Smith and Valory attempted a corporate coup d'etat to gain control of the band's business entities, Nightmare Productions. And they're seeking $10 million in damages. The lawsuit also states in 1998, Sean, Cain, and former lead singer Steve Perry entered into a written agreement providing that Sean and Cain have the right to control Journey's mark, including the Journey name. Therefore, they are authorized to perform as Journey with or without anyone else. Goes on to say that defendants Smith and Valory were members of Journey at various times during the band's history. Collectively, they only have a very few song credits on Journey albums. Nevertheless, they have been compensated generously for many years. They were also saying that Smith and Valory were trying to hold the name hostage so they could be compensated more generously. And to paraphrase more, they were saying that basically what has happened, what they're accusing the bassist and the drummer of, ruined the chemistry in the band. There's been so much freaking drama in this band. And just because there's a lawsuit, it doesn't mean, they're accusing Smith and Valory of this. That's one side of the story. Let's be clear on that. At some point, I'm sure we'll hear from Steve Smith and Ross Valory via their lawyers, considering this is a fairly serious lawsuit. Have I mentioned there's been a lot of freaking drama in this band? We just heard yesterday that Genesis were getting back together. Officially was announced today that Genesis are getting back together, the trio with Phil Collins, Mike Rutherford, and Tony Banks. And I recently talked to Anthony Phillips and a lot of people surrounding the Genesis family, including just releasing their producer, an interview series with him, David Henschel. Isn't it amazing when you get bands like that really have no drama? They all kind of get along. They're still friends. It doesn't always happen. It's like a marriage. Some marriages have a lot of drama. Others do not have any, or very little. My insurance company recently told me you need to get, because you're an influencer on YouTube, you need to get insurance. And I said, hey, I've been a broadcaster for 37 years. I know what to say on the radio. And he said, well, no, we're not worried about you. We're worried about crazy people going after you, filing lawsuits against you. It doesn't mean they have a valid reason to sue you. Sometimes people don't have that. I'm not saying that Neil Sean and Jonathan Cain don't have a reason. I don't know what's really going on. But let's just wait to see what happens. Let's find out some details. This was just announced like an hour ago. We'll let you know when we have more news. I'm John Beaudin. Make sure you buy a t-shirt, support our channel. We've got these students who are now editing our interviews, and we're big on interviews on this channel. Tons more coming up. And when you buy a t-shirt, it helps us pay them. Because unlike some YouTubers, we're not exactly getting rich doing this. But it's growing every single day. And if you buy a t-shirt, it helps us support our employees. Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.